In this video, I will be talking about a stock that I feel has huge potential for 2023 and beyond. This company is still in its very early stages, but is having a fantastic 2023 so far, with the stock up over 100% since January. In the current market where so many stocks are falling, this company really stands out as one to watch over the next year or two. So in today's video, I will be looking at American battery technology company, ticker symbol ABML. I will be looking at the latest news, why the stock is on the up, and the potential going forward. But I will also look at the American battery technology's financials and share what I feel is the biggest risk to the stock right now. So the question is this a good time to buy ABML stock? Guys, if you enjoy my videos, then smash the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on notifications to make sure you do not miss out on any new content. That being said, let's get right into it. American Battery Technology Company is a leading US-based battery metals company producing low-cost battery metals with a sustainable commitment to the closed-loop clean energy technologies. Now, this stock was one of the biggest, most hyped stocks back in 2020. During a time when penny stocks with potential were hyped to insane levels, going from just a few cents up to around $5. The potential was there, but the company was still years away. However, now it is much more justified. ABML delivers environmental and ethical sourcing of critical battery metals through lithium-ion battery recycling, battery metal extraction technologies, and primary resource development for use in the batteries that power electric cars, grid storage applications, and consumer electronics and tools. As we know, the demand for battery metals is going to increase exponentially over the coming decade. With the global shift towards electric vehicles, there has been a lot of emphasis on lithium. The US produces less than 1% of global battery materials and is therefore heavily reliant on other countries for supply, with a large portion of lithium being sourced in South America and Australia, whereas 80% of global refining capacity for battery metals and 60% of global graphene production is in China. ABML are currently in the process of building their pilot plant in Nevada and will be ramping up operations during 2023. This allows this penny stock to have access to low-cost electricity and utilities whilst being located in a fantastic opportunity zone. And American Battery Technology is expanding with the purchase of a move-in ready commercial scale facility. As it says here, the demand for domestically produced and sustainable sourced battery metals has grown in recent years, as the domestic manufacturing capacity of lithium-ion batteries has grown exponentially from less than 50 gigawatts to over 700. The rapid growth in demand has been further amplified with the passage of the Inflation Reduction Act in the fall of 2022, which includes mechanisms to incentivize electric vehicle manufacturers and consumers to purchase EVs that source metals from domestic manufacturers. ABML's new 137,000 square foot facility is already equipped with the necessary infrastructure equipment and operational control rooms necessary to implement their battery recycling technologies. So all of this is good news. And the stock has been on the move so far this year, being up over 160% since January. But it is in recent weeks, since the end of February, that the stock has really taken off. Since February 27th, ABTC stock has been on a crazy run, going from just 60 cents and reaching a high of 150. Now we can see that clearly here, how the stock has constantly hit the same levels of support and resistance during this run. At its high point, the stock was overbought, as we can clearly see here on the RSI indicator. But the recent pullback has cooled this, and I think that this is about to begin another run. Now, one of the main forces behind this run is that ABML announced results of its third-party qualified persons audited infrared resource report that details the analysis of the lithium deposit at its Tonopah Flats lithium project in Big Smoky Valley, Nevada, which has resulted in the identification of one of the largest known lithium deposits in the United States. The ABTC Tonopah Flats lithium project encompasses 517 unpatented lode claims covering approximately 10,000 acres, and the company controls 100% of the mining lode claims, comprising the Flats property and the right to all the locatable subsurface minerals without any royalties. Now, by the way, guys, I realize that I have been calling the stock ABTC, and other times I have been calling it ABML. That is the old name for the company. American Battery Technology used to be called American Battery Metals Limited, and that is why the ticker is ABML, sorry for the confusion. Through this analysis, an open pit resource estimate was developed that would support a processing rate of at least 200,000 tons of claystone per day. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and don't forget to smash the thumbs up. This article on Seeking Alpha gives a good breakdown and highlights one of the major risks, as well as giving a good idea of the timeline before American battery technology is likely to see massive demand. So ABML is one of 7 smaller companies planning to recycle batteries in the US, which is likely to be a huge industry. Lithium batteries contain rare and expensive materials in short supply, especially in the US. 3 possible technical routes exist, and all will likely be successful. ABML might be the lowest cost, high quality operator and the best investment. So I think that we are well aware that there is a huge adoption of electric vehicles over recent years. Some countries like Norway, for example, are planning to be fully electric within the next 5 years. And as of 2022, 80% of all new vehicles are now electric, which is a phenomenal percentage, and other countries are slowly following suit. So what is most important is the life of these vehicles. As it says here, estimates vary about the life of an EV battery. Some publications suggest 15 to 20 years, but most offer 10 years and 100,000 miles, which is probably the life of most cars. Now, major companies like Tesla, Nissan, Volkswagen and BMW are offering an 8-year warranty on batteries. And there has been massive growth in EV sales over the past 2 to 3 years, as we know. So by 2030, we can expect around 250,000 EV car batteries to need recycling, which will grow exponentially after that. The US is short on these resources, and without closed-loop recycling, with reused critical materials, will probably find it challenging to build the required new batteries. The industry cannot afford to lose components of a battery to landfill. Like, just to put this into perspective, just last year Elon Musk highlighted how the massive increase in the price of lithium could completely derail the EV industry. So recycling these materials is vital. Battery recycling companies will see a tsunami of demand from battery manufacturers needing their outputs, and a tsunami of demand for their services from car manufacturers responsible for disposing end-of-life batteries. Now, this article goes into some methods and techniques, as well as comparing ABML to Li-Cycle Corp. Now, I won't get into this, but there is a link to this in the description below for anyone who wants to have a read. But probably the biggest issue for American battery technology right now is their financial position. As you know, on this channel, I like to look at the company's most recent financial statements before I give any huge judgment on any stock. And like, if we look at the most recent American battery technology financial statements, we can see that they have 40 million in total assets, and there is very little liabilities, but their cash position is only $11 million. For a company that is burning approximately $9 million in 6 months, this cash position poses a problem, and I feel that the company will need to dilute in order to raise capital. However, to offset this, there is also the fact that they are very likely to receive serious funding through grants. Which again, this has been highlighted in this article, that they have about $200 million in grants awarded in the past 12 months and a $20 million prepayment. Now, these grants and prepayments are a likely reason for the major rise in the stock price this year. But the major question is, when will the $200 million hit the company's bank account? The author of this article rates American battery technologies stock as a strong buy. And personally, I think that right now we could see the stock about to run again. Any news of ABML receiving grant money should see the stock make significant gains. Remember guys, that this is a video about news and company discussion. This is not financial advice in any way, and I am not a financial advisor. Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts, and always do your own due diligence. Never blindly listen to any YouTuber without doing your own DD and reading up about the facts. If you enjoy my content, then help the channel and smash the thumbs up. And remember to vote on what video you would like to see next. As always, I do try to respond to all comments, and whatever is voted for I will make a video about. If you are not a member of the Discord community, then check that out, where you can talk to me about any stocks. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.